This weekend I went to an Amish auction that was located outside of Lititz. This was held in a giant barn, so we were out of the sun and it wasn't too hot, so it was very bearable, much more enjoyable than the last live auction I went to. So there were probably maybe 5 tables, 3 tables long of hard goods, lots of china, lots of glasses. There were probably about 75% Amish, maybe 85% of the audience was Amish. This is what I came for. Those all sold for $30 a piece, those covered dishes. They also had some Flow Blue that they didn't sell as the box lot. They sold them kind of pieced out, which kind of confused me because everything up to that point had been in box lots. They had some Bird BYRDE glass that was so heavy. And here was the other reason why I came. All these animals. This box I wanted so badly, but when that came up for auction, they included a clock that that made bird sounds on the hour. And I think the lady who bought it was kind of going more for the clock because this lot went higher than I could afford. So unfortunately, I really wanted those bluebirds, but you know, you can't win them all. So I did win some of the box lots. There were a lot of items in the box lots, so I will probably just continue. I got that box. I will probably just show you what I filmed at the auction as I won them. I won that lot too. No birds. I didn't win any birds. This box lot went for $45, and that shocked me because that was the first box lot going up, and I thought, oh no, if all of them go this high, I won't be able to take any of these critters home. But it was kind of calmed down after that. I got that box of the cats I just showed real quickly, sorry. There, maybe that was the box lot that was $45. Regardless, there was a box of cats that went for $45. And this went pretty high too. Look at that boxer, one of my favorite breeds. So they have left in figurines here from the 80s. Another box of birds. Just checking it out, seeing what's on there. Some were in Japan, some were more modern. The birds went high. I was surprised at how high all the bird boxes went. But I wasn't too crazy about going after the birds because they have more pointy parts to wrap them up when you ship them. So I kind of stuck with cats and dogs. Here's some more of that bird glass. It's crystal, so it's extremely, extremely heavy. Very heavy. It's heavy. Have I said that? This set went for $70. Very pretty set. Very nicely taken care of. Here's some more L.E. Smith glass. Some more of the Flow Blue. I'm on the other side of the table. Then there were these large sets of china. I don't know if I show you. There was a note there that someone had written down what was included. Here was another big set of china. It wasn't marked though. And finishing off the end of the table was this family record on white milk glass. Then at the other table, they had some of the Mary Mushroom. That didn't have the Sears and Roebuck sign stamped on the bottom. So I didn't know if it was a hobbyist piece or if it had just maybe missed the mark at the Sears and Roebuck factory. Here was a enamel teapot, coffee pot, some random mugs, lots and lots and lots, and lots of Tupperware, lots of canning jars, and lots of silk flowers. This was a lot of Bakelite silverware that I was going to go for. It was one of the first lots, and I wasn't in the groove yet of the auctioneer's pace, so I did miss out on this. But now I know to keep an eye out for it, because it does sell well. Here's at another table. The carnival glass caught my eye. Here is some more of the Mary Mushroom. This had lots of chips on it. That has the Sears and Roebuck sign on the bottom. I thought the hot pads were neat. I think some people have a misconception that Amish people only have plain, boring things, but they actually have really nice, beautiful things, as you can see. These were from a couple families, so it wasn't all just one family. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that all the families that it was their stuff, they were Amish. I did get this. That was an L.A. Smith light. And then here are some quilts. And another sofa. At the last auction, there was a sofa. It had birds on it. This one had flowers on it and the farm scene. Here is the other side of the table. I'm showing you the lantern. Some clear glass. And another view of the Mary Mushroom. Some more Bakelite. This had different colors. And it sold for $45. I did have notes and was writing down what things sold for to share on this video, but of course now I've lost my notes. I threw them away. All right, so moving on. They also had furniture. They auctioned off the furniture at the end of the auction. You can see here are some Amish ladies talking. I don't show faces, Amish or not. I respect people's privacy. We'll try to blur out faces if I can. I did win these dovetail jewelry boxes. They have mirrors on the inside of the lids. Another common thing about people think about Amish is that they don't have mirrors. They do have mirrors. They actually sold quite a few mirrors at this auction. And they also had this Atlas of Lancaster. I have also seen this at other Amish auctions that I've gone to, that they bundle up books and then they auction off the lots of books. And these lots went for about 25, 30 bucks. It was a lot. Then they had a whole bunch of these albums, and inside the albums were obituaries, and they were articles about Amish people. And I noticed that they were all sad because they're, it's obituaries and things. There's a memorial notice. And I thought, well, what's in this one? And it was more obituaries and newspaper articles, sad newspaper articles. But I'm not Amish, so I can't judge. But I just thought how sad that this is how they collect. I just found it sad. But these also sold very well. There was one about the nickel mines incident that happened, and that sold for over $40. And then I saw some that were bright and cheery. And here's a Pullman, Pennsylvania Dutch. And they were also selling used greeting cards at this auction. And I thought, why use greeting cards? But then I realized they would cut out the covers of the used greeting cards and make scrapbooks for their friends. There were get well soon ones. There were ones from their secret pal. There was this poem called The Art of Sitting. And so I filmed it so you can pause it and read it because I think it's a great poem. I don't know if it's an original poem, but I thought it was a good poem just to keep in mind. So I really enjoyed looking through these scrapbooks and just seeing a different side to the Amish that we normally don't see, even if I live in this community with them. And here is another poem that caught my eye that I thought you might like to read. Then I thought I'd show you the rest of the barn. Upstairs they had reserved for babies. And then I went back to the albums. So here is another example of what the albums look like. And you can see how they cut out the greeting cards. And look what I found. I won 2 points. Here's some more furniture. And then after I showed you the furniture, I went outside because this is actually held at a greenhouse. So I walked around the greenhouse while I was waiting for the things that I was interested in to go up for auction. There is a buggy. And there were some flowers, obviously, for sale. Butterflies enjoying the flowers. Hibiscus plant. I should have put my hand up so you could have seen how big that bloom was. And then they were also, of course, they had food. So they were barbecuing chicken. So then I asked the man, can I film your barbecue? And he said, okay. So I thought you might want to see that. We see it all the time, but you may never see that. So there you go. They also had 5-pound blocks of cheese for $20, and they just want you to put the money in the box. And then, of course, I had to get French fries. Can't go hungry. So here are the things that I won, and I filmed them as I got them. So the kittens and the dogs I have already listed for sale. Here is my Ellie Smith lantern. It was I got both of them. I got this one and that one. That one has stained red, so it does show some of the wear on the bottom of it. I got the 2 jewelry boxes. Those kittens are all up for sale. I got a planter. Those are cross-wall pockets in that box. And here's another kitten box that I got. And when I was leaving, I thought you might want to see a buggy up close. And there was no one around, so I didn't feel too strange filming the buggy. And then when I was leaving, there was a horse and a buggy. So I filmed that in case you wanted to see what that looked like. So I hope you enjoyed this Amish auction. I hope you liked seeing everything that I saw. And I thank you so much for watching my videos and your continued support. I'll see ya.